Hello! Hey! Here we are once more, once again, for Danganronpa. Damn. I still have to prepare some things right here, as you might imagine right now, looking at myself. Let me fix this. How you all doing? Okay. I'm preparing everything. Hey! Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Let me tag this on Discord. How y'all doing? Yes, today it's the Grape trial. Today, I don't know if I reassemble someone to you, but in theory, this is Sonia playing. Clearly. You can see every semblance with her. Wait, let me show. So, I only need the thing on the hair. Oh, she has her hair actually on a ponytail, doesn't she? Because she has like this. I don't know. How do you do it with the hair? But yeah, I'm kind of a Sonya right now. Well, at least I tried to be. Literally 2 minutes to 5, so we were almost basically starting the stream, and that's why it started a little bit late. Boar ribbon. Well, yeah. And then I needed the thing here in the middle that we can fix that clearly, because that's the thing we know how to do the most in this channel is improvise. So we are going to improvise a jewel like she has. Hey, you gotta learn with me. Last minute's cosplay. You gotta learn with me. You have lots to learn. So it is blue. And it has some diamond things, right? We gotta work with what we have. Okay. Ah! This is. I'm not doing things right. Why so early? Ha! So early because we didn't finish the investigation last time. So, and I want to eat because last time. Okay, we now have a diamond. It's getting in its place. Okay, she has the thing on her uniform. Okay, let's do it. Oh, this is so messed up. Hair color doesn't match? Huh? What do you mean hair color doesn't match? Of course it matches. Don't you see? Hair color? What are you talking about? If the hair color doesn't match, it's because you didn't buy me a wig. If you had bought me a wig, I would be using it right now. Since you didn't, this is the hair color you get. I can't see the other side of her slime ball. Oh, I did this on the inverse part. Whoops. Hey, but we are going to have a school logo on our outfits. I swear. It's just not going to be that great. I'm going to put it on this side because of the symbol. Wait. Where can you see it? You can't even see it. Yes. It's here. Clearly. The things that are missing, they aren't missing. They are just too good to the human eye to see. As if I have money to buy you a wig. Well, they always say time is money, and you do have time, so I mean. Did you say something?
Well?
It's been about 2 hours since we spoke to Fuyuhiko. I wonder if the elevator has been fixed yet. It'd be bad if we were still split up before the class trial, so maybe we should call them one more time. You even listening? I brought up that because I was really worried. Sorry. What are we going to do? You're right. I'm worried about them too. Let's try to the strawberry house one more time.
I think...
Kazuichi on chat? Oh, he's here! So it's fixed already. Nagito.
Hello there.
Why are you here? I showed up. How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported. Nagito's sudden appearance has added to the truth bullet? Answer me seriously. How were you able to come to this side? There's something I need to tell you guys. I tried to investigate the strawberry house as much as I could. I'll give you those details first. Let's hurry up this. After being abruptly interrupted by Nagito, Shiaki and I learned about the result of the investigation on the strawberry house. Elevator has been added. Strawberry house button. Fuyuhiko's account. Wall clock. Apparently it had an alarm. Guess these were pretty important. Especially the fact that everyone in the strawberry house heard about that rumbling noise too. But was that about the wall's clock alarm going off before that happened? Also, the fact that the strawberry house button was broken is definitely worth nothing.
Hey.
Something. Sonia will die, since you like her. I will die and the stream will end. That's the future. Cleared the final death room. You did a life-threatening game? It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended up with a Russian roulette. It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, in the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So you really did it. Ah, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would be fine if I only used one bullet, huh? I guess that was just as Monami said. Huh?
Actually,
I misunderstood and thought I had to take one bullet off the cylinder, and that's how I did it. You only had 1 in a 6 chance of surviving. But I'm still alive, after all. The only good thing about me is how lucky I am. What's wrong with him? I knew he was strange from the start, but for him to casually do something so suicidal. He's crazy. That's all there is to it. Anyway, because I was able to clear the final dead room, I was able to obtain several rights. And one of those rights was the freedom to move between the Grape house and the Strawberry house. Not only that, but whenever I move back and forth, I don't even need to play the game again. Where would you even be able to do that and how? Hey Hajime, you've been repeating yourself over and over and it's bugging me. Can you let me speak freely for a change? He's becoming bossy! Anyway, I'm definitely lucky. Thanks to that, I was able to clear the roulette at the highest difficulty and obtained quite an amazing prize as my reward, the Future Foundation file. The continuation of the file we received on the roller coaster. There's even more detailed information about the killing school life that was in the earlier file. You meant the killing that took place on the Hope Speak Academy, right? As I recall, Byakuya was one of the students who participated in it. But even when we learned about the killing school life, it was no relevance to us whatsoever. There was information about the order of the killings and who the killer was for each incident. I find it extremely boring to read about the deaths of people that I don't even know. Right. Besides Byakuya, of course. Then it's just as I thought. Byakuya was the Byakuya we knew, right? However, I can't say the information was completely useless. Well, then they are the same? That Byakuya was the Byakuya we knew? It was? No, it wasn't. Don't tell me that. It couldn't be. Nagito was sad that he's on the second place after Sonia? There are similarities between the killing school life and the killing school trip. Similarities. The first murder involved someone important getting stabbed to death in an unexpected place. The second murder revealed the presence of a serial killer among the group. That's true. The third murderer was actually 2 killings that happened in succession. Yeah. What do you guys think about the strange similarities? Definitely strange. Can't think of this coincidence as coincidences, especially if Monokuma is behind the motives and driving the murderers. What are you trying to say? By the way, the fourth murder in the killing school life was apparently ruled as suicide. Whether that means something or not is something each person should think about on their own. The fourth death was willing as suicide. Did the robot committed suicide? Mekamaru? I just want to tell you guys the truth. Jeez, your complaints just never end, do they? If you're going to talk like that, I don't want to tell you anymore. I don't even learn what is your talent. And I even learn where your talent is too? Well... That file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. Yep. Indeed, it's the Hope Speak Academy school. It has information about our stolen memories. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues on that. It doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Just mine. Jeez. It's quite troubling that you would ask me that, I must say. It was always interesting that Hajime was the only one who couldn't remember his talent. But that ends now. Are you serious? Did you really find out why I was chosen by Hope Speak Academy? In a way, it's just as Shiaki said, Hajime's existence is special. Because you were just some reverse curse student from the reverse department? Well, unlike the primary department of the main curse students who possess ultimate talents, the reserve department is the reserve curse students who enter the school through a basic entrance exam. So he's telling Hajime is just basic. Essentially, you're like a substitute for the second string. Even that, just your name only. The reserve department pretty much only exists to increase Hope Speak Academy renew stream. Substitute, second string. Revenue stream. What is he saying? Like I said, to be a reserve course student, you don't need to possess an ultimate talent. You just have to pay a rather costly entrance fee and tuition. With the funds obtained from these exams, the talent can focus on bolstering and researching talent. Through this, the symbols of hope can be raised, which means you're just a stepladder. But you should feel honored. An average talentless human can be put to good use for those who are known as mankind's hope. Damn. Perhaps you simply weren't determined enough. Did you admire hope? Were you willing to sacrifice your body and soul to attend Hope Speak Academy? Or maybe you were just obsessed with Hope's Peak Academy like a fangirl following the latest trend. It's not like that.
Stop.
Wanted to become Hope? Is that what you're thinking? Just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worth of becoming Hope possess amazing talent and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't.
No mistake.
It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope.
Don't even
That's
know.
why it's not even worth admiring. Or you were so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that. You're just some nobody from the reserve curse who never had the talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody, that's all. And just... That's right, you were never an ultimate! You had no talent whatsoever! Nagito stopped liking me. Man. I don't have any talent. I'm just an ordinary high school student. Man, I feel sorry for you. Are you shocked to learn that you were the only one who didn't have a
That's not
talent?
it.
But still, if you think about it positively, it looks like there's no more reason to adopt you. Now that we know that you are a normal, average, ultrally unremarkable high school student, there's no way you could be associated with the future foundation. But if it's not Hajime, then who in the world could the traitor be? The survivor of the previous killing school life, Byakuga, could have been most likely candidate. But now that's probably impossible.
Hey,
Are you listening?
Hold it.
There's no need for you to listen
What?
to this.
Well,
It may be important to talk about who the traitor is, but we need to focus on Mekamaru's murder first, because we can survive the class trial. Everyone's going to die together anyway. Will the traitor be among those killed as well? That's something I truly wonder
Yep.
about. Oh well, it's fine. I'll stop for now.
hey,
You said you cleared the final dead room and obtained these files. That means you must have gone to the octagon,
Hey.
right? Are you curious about the ultimate weapon?
so
Did you find out what it was? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Is there any reason I should answer that? What the hell? I'm the only one who cleared the room. I'm free to divulge any clues I've obtained there as I see fit, right? Are you planning to keep it a secret? Side with the killer again? Like I said, I'm not in the killer's side. That hasn't changed since it began. How many times do I have to repeat myself? I just want hope to shine even brighter. Your saying doesn't make any sense at all. Just tell us already. Tell us about the ultimate weapon. Jeez, I guess I have no choice. I suppose I can tell you just one little tiny bit. You're right. I did go to a place that seemed to be the octagon, and I found many different weapons there. But I didn't find anything worthy of the name ultimate weapon. Don't lie. There's no way that's possible. Coming from someone with no talent like yourself, that's truly offensive. What did you say, bro?
oh,
Bro? I understand now that's time for us to be fighting anyway. If you don't tell us, we are going to do it ourselves. Now, shall we go back to investigation at Mekamaru's case? Better hurry, the class trial is going to start
Right.
soon. I haven't even seen the crime scene. I'll see you guys in the strawberry house. Should be coming over to the side any moment
now.
now. Then while we're at it, I'll go on ahead.
hey,
Hey Hajime. It's okay, I already know. You want me to focus on Mekamaru's case right now, right? It's true that I'm shocked, but not the time for me to feel like that. Right now I can't afford to be the only one who's depressed. I need to survive with everyone else and return home. That's what's most important, isn't that right?
yep.
Yeah. I'm relieved to hear that. We should get moving then. Yeah, you're right. I should just forget about it for now. I need to focus on Mekamaru's case. Bro, I'm just a nobody. I'm not. I'm Sonia. And I'm a princess. But... oh, yeah, let me check if there is an alarm. We should go back to Mekamaru's investigation. Okay, sure. How are we supposed to continue it? I have returned from the depths of hell. Sorry we're late. Just so you know, it's all thanks to me. I'm the one who fixed the elevator.
Hey, Hi.
Are you even listening to me? I'm trying to send notes here. Kazuichi, did you look into the matter I asked you about? Oh, that thing about the compass? I looked into it while I was here, but I think this compass might be
You stay
broken.
quiet.
I didn't ask for your opinion, just tell me the results. Well, the compass needle rotated 180 degrees while we were riding the elevator. 180 degrees? That's half. So it was north, he was pointing here, and then it started pointing there. The needle rotated 180 degrees, just as I thought. What do you mean by that? Obviously, the elevator most likely rotated 180 degrees.
Now then.
I should go investigate Nekomaru's body. As if he were thumbing his nose at us. Nagitos began making his way towards the Grape Tower. The hell's wrong with him? Did he seem pissed off or something? What do you know? How much do you know? So, should I talk to the people to investigate them? I've made you wait! Sure. Thank you, so it looks like it's not
Damn
worth
right.
it. Should be inside the Grape Tower. Oh, okay, we have to go back to the Grape Tower. Okay, sure. Bye, sorry. Woo! Yay! Is everyone ready to see the body?
You serious?
Nekomaru, are you serious? I don't know who did this, but this is pretty fucked up.
Hey,
Now it's not the time to get sentimental. Come on. We need to hurry up and investigate. You already investigated everything we can here. No, you haven't. There's still something you should be able to investigate more thoroughly. Now that Mikan is no longer with us, we can perform an autopsy. But Kazuichi should be able to dismantle the body, right? Huh?
It cannot
Is that true? Oh, look at myself! Hey! She looks beautiful! See? Yeah, the symbol should be on this side though. Where's the symbol? But I draw it badly. Of course I did. Okay, it's here. Oh, she has a bracelet. Ooh. I should have that thing on my hair. Don't screw with me. Hasn't Coach Nekomaru has been through enough already? It wouldn't be that hard to cosplay a Kane. Although it wouldn't look like a Kane, it would just like look like a normal girl. You don't want to know a Kane? Maybe you don't care about what happened to Nekomaru.
you stay quiet.
You suck at using your brain and you really want to know who the killer is. Try not to infer so much. He's so aggressive!
Jeez.
Come on, Kazuichi, what are you standing here for? Fine. Just have to see his insides, but not like this. This is too much. Come on, are you guys feeling okay too? Now's not the time to be staring into space. There's definitely something wrong with you. I thought he was just treating me differently ever since he found out I have no talent, but it seems like it's not entirely the case. His attitude towards everyone else is strange too, but why? What did he find out? Now it's not the time to look away.
Damn it.
We've come so far, there's no way I can get sentimental at a time like this. I feel awful for Nekomaru, but this is necessary if we're going to find out the truth about this case. He's convincing himself. He forced out his voice, sort of clenched her teeth. Faced Nekomaru, full of determination, began stabbing his soul knife into Nekomaru's body. Where did you get that soul knife? Nagito gave it to me. He said he had it ready before it even went to the amusement park. Nagito did that too. Like Nagito has full control of the situation. The damage of this head is the reason. The reason Nekomaru died, stopped functioning. His torso is covered in huge dents and his parts are dislocated. A gear shaft broke too. Well, for now I tried dismantling Nekomaru's chest that should help us learn something, right? If that's the case, I need to look at Nekomaru's body one more time. Do I? Apparently Kazuichi has finished dismantling Nekomaru's body. Should probably check out it one more time. Okay, what is different? Oh, this is opened. So the alarm! The clock inside is completely exposed. The hand and the clock look like they are pointing to 7:30. Looks like the clock alarm was set for 7:30. This clock broke the moment the alarm started ringing. But did he commit a suicide? It's strange. We should have arrived at Grape Tower just before 7 a.m. This clock malfunctioned? No wait, it would never be malfunctioned. Highly efficient radio clock. Type of clock that receives radio signals that can automatically update the time at fixed intervals. It's an extremely accurate clock. Never slow down. It's designed it cannot be adjusted. They didn't need to install it inside your body. Yeah. So it's really accurate. Never slows down. Why is it broken at 7:30? He was already dead by that time. Was he asleep until now? No, he was walking. Is there anything else? Something prompting from the back of the head? The good night button that forces Nekomaru to enter the sleep mode. By chance did the killer press this and force Nekomaru into the sleep? Maybe the killer really did press this to make Nekomaru enter the sleep mode. Even so, if the back of Nekomaru's neck, getting behind him to press it would be a Herculean task. Okay. Is there anything else that I can see here? Tied up. The wire on the loop. Yeah. And the oil. We saw the oil. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else I can see. What's wrong with him? Seems like he's glaring at him. Am I supposed to talk to him?
You're the worst.
This is the worst.
Jeez.
You guys overlooked an important clue. I swear you're just the worst. So I thought there's no way I can leave this to you guys. He's so different.
Well,
I found this under a fragment of the pillar. A doorknob.
you don't even know?
The screws came out with it. That wouldn't happen unless you applied tons of force to do it. There are scratches near the base of the doorknob.
Hey,
Don't you think it's strange?
see?
Examine the far back at the door on the Grape Tower. The doorknob is still intact. Huh?
Now then.
From the grape side? Huh?
Well,
It makes sense to think about it like that. We should try it out.
you don't know?
Take the elevator to the strawberry house, enter the strawberry tower from the strawberry hall. That's the only way we can see through the other side of the door, right? But the button to open the door in the strawberry hall is
It's
broken.
obvious.
We can repair it.
Well,
Repair it. I need a part to repair it. I can repair it if it is broken. But if I don't have enough parts, there's nothing much I can do about it. Plenty of parts here? He's going to use Nekomaru?
See?
Just use Nekomaru. I'm sure if you dig through his body, you can find parts you can use. It's called recycling. It's much better alternative than disposing it with the rest of the junk. Junk?
Hey,
Is it possible or impossible? Like you said, I could probably use this part to repair the button. Seriously, hold on! What's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain. Yes! You saw the doorknob and you didn't see the chain. You don't need to worry about that at all?
now then.
You don't need to worry about the chain? Hajime, you're going to come later too. It will really be bothersome if you didn't. If there's someone in the tower, the door won't open at all. So you should at least make sure you're not pulling my leg. Nagito!
Huh?
What the hell happened to him? He seems on the edge about something. Who knows?
Damn right.
Nagito asked Kazuichi to do something weird for him, right? Something to do about how the elevator spins 180 degrees.
Hey.
Actually, to tell you the truth, Nagito asked me to do something weird too. He told me to investigate all the clocks inside both buildings. So I did what he said and checked them all, but none of the clocks had their times messed up.
Jeez.
But why he asked me to do that in the first place? I don't get that bastard at all. Okay, let's go to the Strawberry Tower. Okay,
Jeez.
that's all we can do. What's he planning to do about the chain? I don't understand it at all. Well, yeah, I don't understand it at all. Nagito is as tactful as ever. Well, I don't understand it. Can we use the elevator then? Yeah, it's working. So it rotates, but it's so calm we can't even feel it. That clown is really scary.
What's up?
Hey,
You're
hey.
here! Damage wasn't too bad. Okay. You got a lot of nerve saying that when you use Nekomaru's part without my permission. Your permission? Why should you give permission over something, Akane?
Now then.
Hurry up and try it out. Press the button.
So.
There's no way it will open. You haven't done anything about the chain. Will it open? You can't do anything about that. It doesn't even matter if you fix the button. But this is the wrong map. I don't understand how the map actually works. But if the elevator rotates, there's no way this is the actual map of the place we're in. There's no way.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great. There's no way. We have the wrong map. We're going to fail this because we started by the wrong map. I pressed the button. And it's opened!
Hey.
Why did it open?
Impossible.
Where did it?
Hold it.
Are you seeing the position? Are you seeing the position? The column? The Nekomaru is in exactly the same place. The same type, the same everything. He's exactly in the same position. It's exactly from this vision. How? Huh?
So, hey.
Doesn't this look all the same? Bro, you're just blind, girl. The body should be in front. The body should be in front. Why isn't it like that?
Hey.
The parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body moved at all? The parts moved? Even the tipped over the tillers and spilled oil, they moved the exact same way. Well, no, they are exactly in the same position. Identical, how we saw it when we entered the Grape house. Everything that was on the crime scene inside the Grape tower shifted to the opposite side. All rotated 180 degrees! 180 degrees. We have the wrong map. We have the wrong map. Exactly. We might have to rethink how we've been approaching this case. The strange feeling in the tower. The chain.
I see.
The chain disappeared. This is a strange feeling I felt when I went back and forth between the two towers. That's definitely the right choice. You have a bad habit of relying on others when you don't understand. Why don't you try to investigate it first? That door on the far back with the picture of the grape on it. Maybe there's a clue hidden in there. He just said for me to not rely on others when I don't understand, and he just gave me the clue. It's for me to follow. Yeah, the doorknob. And the screws.
Now then.
It's the same.
See?
The screws came out of it, right? They came from this door. Were you talking about this?
What?
Did you get even more confused? Just one clue will change everything. Will be solved as is everything linked together, just as I did. Even if I ask him that, Nagito probably won't give me an answer.
It appears that it's time for the class trial.
Look at the time. I did. It's basically the time we should be starting the stream almost. This is why we started earlier.
To tell you the truth, I'm tired. Extremely tired. I feel like spending the rest of my life hibernating already.
Gee.
Man, I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch. Though I really don't feel like it. I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial. Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
Another class trial.
Hey, hey!
That's a good question. How are we going to go there from this building? Akane is smelling! Akane is smelling!
Hey, hey!
Oh, okay, she's hearing. She's a smell girl.
Hey, hey!
Is cutting off Shiaki, the surroundings starting to shake? It destroyed the whole place! And he doesn't have a teeth. Let's go inside from here. I'm gonna go.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
It's just our pet dog.
It appears you cannot escape.
Suspicions? My suspicions. Let me tell you. Having in account the similarities between the games, I think maybe it was a suicide, just like the other game. But at the same time, I do think Sonia, myself, and Akane are weird. But maybe it's actually was a suicide.
It's nearly showtime.
If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Mwahaha. Yahahaha.
Yep.
Let's moving. It's so damn annoying. Doesn't matter if it is a trap or not. We just went there. I was the only one left. When I was about to step forward. We're the same? The same step ladders. Nagito was certainly standing next to me with his eyes locked on Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still. You and I are just step ladders for everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. I always believed that I didn't mind, and like you, I know my place.
Man,
That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time. And from that, truly hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope. But it wasn't. There is no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't! What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? You're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope.
isn't that right?
After all, that's where it means to live, right?
Well,
It's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyway.
hey,
There's still one novel I like, a particular mystery story. The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer! Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader. And the projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. How do you feel about novels like that? Damn. Sonia would like them, I guess. You're right, Bethany.
no.
But I mean, the games do have some parallels, so... I know you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire Hope? I love
Right.
Hope. Some ways we're similar, but maybe the difference is we're making me so annoyed. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go, everyone's waiting. Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else. Reserve course students are just full of themselves. Nagito's chilly laugh continued as he disappeared to the Monokuma rock. Calm down. I need to calm down. To the Monokuma rock. You're right, Kamisa.
Hey,
When we're in a normal elevator that shakes is bad. It reminds me of how efficient the elevator in the fun house was.
well, yeah.
That's probably true. The elevator continued to shake. And descended deeper and deeper. It stopped like it always does. And the door opened. I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial of ground, but it's so exhausting to discuss usual things, so let's go on it already. My chest hurts, forcing everyone. I don't talk. Don't go talking without permission. After I've said my catchphrase.
Really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll a dice. Wait, what? Otherwise, I'll roll a dice and based on the results, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times? I don't know what to say.
Now then.
Let's go on with it once again. Move on, boys and girls. And so it begins. And so it begins! Would Nekomaru be smart enough? No idea. Well, he did offer... he offered juice for everyone. The thing is, he didn't brought the charger. He needs to charge. He didn't brought the charger with him. So, he didn't need food, but he needed a charger. Sakura has a brain and Nekomaru has Ito's brain. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. He tried to live. Just finally, I got used to his new form. Nekomaru's killer. Oh! It's one of us! Killing someone because it's the only one to survive, it's no excuse. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru betrayed their friends. I will never forgive them. This life-threatening trial of below hope and despair has begun. Woo! Set skills! How could we do this? Oh, I have to clean! She has her despair meter going up. Okay. We have to make her despair meter don't disappear. So much hope, Usami. Okay, so it's here, right? Select what I want. Slightly increases extraordinary focus. Get charisma. When correct answers. Effective when chooses selecting truth bullets. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, lol. I want charisma. Yes. Okay. Change difficulty. I'm in kind. Woo!
Now then,
Let's
During
begin.
the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Honestly, I'm liking this outfit.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go!
Woo!
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Ramen?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
Yes, Akane.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
Akane, I'm so sorry, but you can't. You can't.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Why don't we try going over the incident?
Yeah.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Kazuishi, stop!
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Imbecile! I'm not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Uh-huh.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. We went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Akane, stop!
Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
Strawberry House? But he died with the Grape House active.
What do you mean, definitely?
It's definitely from the Grape House if it's not a
There's
suicide.
no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
And we're going to find out that it's actually you
One
that
of you
killed
better
him.
hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Exactly!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Yeah, we can't
We
listen
don't
to
have the
Akane's
luxury of
ideas. They are
discussing
just too bad.
irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Yes.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Can she? Can I? Because it does seem pretty confusing which is the weapon. See? Look at Nagito's reaction.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
No.
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell that the weapon just by looking? The only thing on the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Well... Honestly, the pillar. Wire, oiled, chain, broken... Huh? There's nothing here! Oh no.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
No, it wasn't!
That
I don't
pillar,
remember. I don't remember
No,
the
hammer!
hammer?
The killer used that hammer
No.
and beat the crap out of him.
Good looking hammer.
If it
New
was
looking
unexpected,
hammer.
suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Surprise
the weapon
bidding.
is decided.
It's not decided. A new looking hammer.
I guess we should figure out.
It
the
doesn't
weapon
even have
first.
any marks on it. There's no way
The
it is
weapon was
that
right there at
weapon.
the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer.
Yeah, the pillar could be more.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's
No idea. He has no idea. So, first one, done. Woo!
No.
I can't
accept
accept.
that hammer was the murder weapon.
Not
Why
me,
not?
me
Why
neither.
can't you accept it?
Of course
A
not.
lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But why was the hammer even there? How was the hammer there? Wait. On the first game, the fourth person that died, that was a suicide. They did that and then someone changed the crime scene to make it more interesting. You know, our Byakuga. What if someone changed the crime scene as well? But why would they do that? They are not Byakuga. Why would they do that?
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Exactly.
Well, yeah,
Thank
but
you.
Killer might have wiped off the oil later.
And not wiped up the oil from the column or from the floor?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
But you just said it looked like the murder
Then why
weapon.
bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Exactly.
Pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
I'm baby gangsta.
Baby gangster? Me?
Was that all? Byakuga changed trial 2? Was that trial 2? Wait. Oh, maybe it was. Wait. Not me checking. Ah, well, I can see it in an easy way. No, it's better not to search. I might find spoilers. Change so they wouldn't know. Oh, yes. Ah! Ah! Chihire Mondo Class 2. Okay. Byakuga changed to make more interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I remember that. I would not have cheats for the... Shut up, Rumi. Yeah. Oh, he changed the trial, forced trial to look like to not look like a suicide because it was too bad. Yeah.
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Yeah, sure, we
thought
know.
Maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Yeah.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Yeah, the pillar was too heavy to do anything. Maybe it was Nekomaru's.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle?
Which angle?
It doesn't have oil on it. It's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The column? The pillar? The pillar. The broken pillar.
I see. The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Yeah, but we tried to lift it and we couldn't.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Why?
Why we tried this, Akane?
Tried to move it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy.
Oh, okay, so now it was
If
heavy.
there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar,
Nekomaru?
Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
Are you saying he killed himself?
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Exactly.
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Case solved. We can now vote on
Don't
himself.
be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
But that's what you're
Even
saying.
if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Exactly.
Well, I guess you're right.
Oh.
The heck?
Now I guess you're right. Does bother me a little. You're right. The word. The fourth murder on the Killing Skull life was apparently ruled a suicide. That shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would
But
commit
that's a
suicide.
problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
Yep.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For
Without
reals?
lifting it.
Yes, for reals.
For reals?
I see. So my gut was right after all.
Maybe not.
All right.
It wasn't
It's
yours.
up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
It's up to me, guys. Woo!
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
Oh, damn.
Sonia, here I go!
Oh, no. Make your argument? What's going on? Wire, goodnight, brother. Broken no bar. Wire. Wire. Wire?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Yeah.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Tipping the pillar over.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping it over the pillar.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not
Oil on the
lifted,
floor.
beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Tipped over the pillar.
What about tipping the pillar?
What does this say? Pillar on the side of the door was tipped over. It was so heavy even that two people couldn't grab it.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
But they couldn't do
I could
it.
probably tip it over.
Not even two people could do it.
Considering the pillar's weight,
Yeah.
it probably exerted a ton of force.
Yeah, there's no way they could do it.
I'm getting
There's
hella
no way.
excited.
It wasn't someone else. There's no way.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was beating him with it is
What about tipping the pillar over?
Huh? No, it didn't.
There's no
couldn't-
need to lift that pillar.
The chain,
The pillar was not lifted.
pillar fragments.
Beating him with it is...
What does pillar fragment says? Were no fragments on top of the body? Maybe.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Oh! Okay, counter.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
And it's only on the back.
Huh? Fragments?
Yes, fragments.
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Duh, that's right.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
I'm officially done.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
It didn't.
How much longer are you gonna
Maybe.
focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
But you know, Akane, sometimes you're just not right. Actually, most of the times you're just not
Why
right.
are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling.
Feeling.
Huh? That's just your instincts.
A feeling. You're hungry.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Well, yeah.
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
How?
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, same as usual.
We're a disappointment, guys.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter.
Yay! Now, stop shaming us and actually help us,
What a
Nagito.
waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you?
Bro.
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Sure.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Specific
A
item.
specific item?
The
Of
cord.
course, the ultimate weapon.
The ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it. What's the ultimate weapon? The rope.
That's right. You see, because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Gunham, stop.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Stop.
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
You're not.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I see. I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Of course you're not liking
Cut
that.
the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
Damn. Or if they use the hammer to break the pillar. But the hammer is brand new. It didn't have any marks on it.
In order to clarify that,
Power
we
couple
first need to solve
incoming.
the secret of the funhouse.
Huh?
Cringe
Secret
power
of
me.
the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Are you seeing that the same way that the first one who died has like a fork and a knife on the cross? Here the ultimate nurse has like a different type of
I
cross.
forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
I forgot. Except for Hajime.
Except for Hajime?
Except.
We make it out of this. I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify
Ouch.
the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Have special crosses. All of them have. But some of them seem pretty normal ones.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
But that's not true. That's not what it is.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the
Sweet?
secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Sweet.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Of course. Connections are in the middle. That's not right. Yeah, the 180 degrees. The 180 degrees. Strange feeling in tower? Okay, wait. Let's see our bullets. Let's see our bullets. Strange feeling on tower. Yeah.
Are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
Oh, but that's the lightning.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
But that's the lightning.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth,
Yeah, but that's not that's not a bullet, right?
are actually the exact same place.
No,
Yeah.
that's wrong.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm not sure how this makes
Those
sense.
towers. Are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Who's going to leave the news to Kazuichi that Sonia is a taken woman now? I don't know. Not me, because I'm taken. So I have nothing to do with him. I was never him. Kid.
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean,
Rebellion?
seems strange. When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall.
Yeah.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
Exactly.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something.
But even if... No.
If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
Is that really it?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
You go,
Does
Nagito!
that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Bow down! Oh, damn! What
Then
happened?
how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
There's no way! We couldn't even enter the elevator if there was someone there. To move to the exact same place, to move the pillar was exactly on the same place. How could they move the pillar?
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
There's no
we should have all
way.
been together during that time. Even if we tried to move the body inside the
The
tower.
oil marks would move together as well?
Then Monokuma didn't.
Stop, Sonia.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
Why are you being stupid? Stop, you're so
But
nice.
Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
Exactly.
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
She's crazy! She's being crazy! Wire oil on the floor? Bro, honestly, the oil on the floor
There are
could
many
be...
different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
The oil on the floor could be
And
moved.
Nekomaru could have been moved. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
It's great.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece.
There's no way!
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Ah, how do I do this?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece.
Ah!
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Ah, I can't even click on it. No.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece.
Ah!
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
How? How do I do this?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece.
But I can't even click on it.
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Bro.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I have a limited number of cuts. Oh, I have a limited number of cuts.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Oh, but it didn't cut. Why? Did I cut it wrong? You shouldn't cut when there aren't any words. Yeah, okay,
There are
wait.
many different ways. The body and the pillar could
Oh,
have been moved.
no, I already
The
fucked
pillar
up.
could have, and Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Oh! It
The
worked?
body and the pillar in such a short
It
time.
worked!
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
No, fuck, no.
Crap!
It
seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Yeah, the oil! How do you move the oil? Boy!
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Woo! Huh? What do you mean?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was
You're
me.
right, Bethany. That I was trying to do that later when you said I had limits of
I
cuts.
am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Oh no, you're terribly.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Because we should stop.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
Well, they have to be the same building. They aren't Nekomaru's.
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Well, was it?
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
But was it in the same position? Were we actually careful about that?
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
The mystery. You don't have enough clues to solve the mystery. Rely on the only person who has clues.
Nagito, I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Yay!
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
but then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Oh!
But how do we know your hint is any good?
True.
It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a
Honestly,
good
yeah.
reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Yeah. The life-threatening game.
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right?
Yep.
You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
Yep,
That's
you found
right.
a lot of things.
The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
The
In the
window!
depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous
We're going to
window
know what's in the window?
all by itself.
We're going to know what's on the
In
window.
that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
What? What?
Strange scenery?
What did you see?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
To show?
At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
We're going to see it.
Took a picture?
Yep. See? This is it.
We're going to see it.
Let me explain it to you again.
Trees. Trees? Huh? Honestly, these trees would be some trees that I would be able to do.
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
Okay. Oh, you don't see a building on the other side. So that's the place. The hall is only one. So it's one on top of the other. It's one building on top of the other. Right? Maybe the floor just goes up and down. You can't even see the top of it. Are the same place. The same place. No, they are in the same place. They are not the same place. They are the same place? No.
But don't you think it's weird?
No, wait.
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking,
What about the 180 degrees turn of the lift? I don't know, the elevator moved. I have no idea.
then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
The first thing that doesn't make sense on this picture is the amount of trees that there are.
Then let's begin.
Thinking time? What doesn't make sense in this picture? The fact that there is no building on the end?
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind you. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
That is. What else doesn't make sense on this picture? What else? The trees?
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room. If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken.
Yeah.
Then this is definitely strange.
What is strange?
This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Oh!
That's right. Good call.
Higher up.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not. Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
Nobody said that,
From
Gunham.
this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
The Strawberry House is on top and the Grape House is below.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Ouch!
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue. Because I showed up?
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
I have no idea.
Right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
The top floor. He came from the stairs?
Top floor. So the third floor?
The third floor.
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? Using the photo? Oh no! Logic dive! Oh, logic dive. Oh, logic dive. Okay. Woo! I don't know English. Okay. I was figuring out the controls. Oh! What? So on front of me. They are spawning so on front of me. The strawberry both exist? Of course they exist. Duh. They have to exist. We're in them. They both exist. Oh! Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah! Mommy! Strawberry and Grape House, the same building. They are the same building. Yes, we know that. Oh. Ooh. So, what's the next conclusion? Question 3. How are positioned? Vertically. And my brother's playing Risk of Rain again. I should see which game that is. They are vertically. Well, yeah, we know that already.
It's all coming together.
But what else?
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
It's bothering me that this is the secret of the funhouse. Because when we got here for the first time, I thought this was exactly how it was placed. Like, the tower was only one and there were only one thing, and just like one was diagonal but the other was rectangular, but they were vertically on the same. I thought it was like that, and when they showed me the map I was like, oh, okay, this does make sense because it has a door on the other side, so if it has a door, well, the door takes somewhere, so okay, makes sense. But like the first time I thought it was like this.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
Lol.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry
Yeah.
House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go?
The Grape
There was
House
only
didn't
one
top me.
possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be
Actually,
seen from
below
Strawberry
me.
House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Exactly.
Same building, different floors?
Exactly.
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
Yep.
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Strawberry House is built above Grape House.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Yep.
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the
Oh,
two houses
snap.
were connected vertically.
Oh.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
They can be different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
Yep.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Yep.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Kuman? You've been bamboozled.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Thank you.
It's true? The building was really like that?
Yep.
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Woo!
Building a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Monomi,
And
stop.
what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
The towers.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
It goes up and down. You couldn't even see the ceiling of it because it was so dark and the colors were all around us.
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
We're having bears.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Oh, okay. Do whatever you like. Notice me, senpai?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Broken
was
doorknob?
actually a dummy.
Uh-huh?
You mean a fake body?
There's no way.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
Don't enter him.
Is it Gundam?
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
There was no fake body.
Just pick one of them.
There's no way. The killer wouldn't even know this. The killer wouldn't even know the structure of the funhouse. No.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up!
Wanna come a body? Wire. Yeah. Chain. Where are my bullets? There was a way I could see my bullets right. Golly, your hammer? Tipped
You mean
over
a fake
pillar?
body?
Chain?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Maybe it's a chain.
It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Now his price. Is the chain? I don't think the chain is the.
Dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Yeah, there's no way this is it. Then which one
I'm gonna
is?
solve this mystery in a flash!
Broken Nar?
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
I don't like neither. I don't like any of them. I don't like any of
solve
them.
this mystery in a flash!
Strange. What's the strange feeling? Everything was in the same place. There's no way.
One of the
Is
bodies
this
in one of the
it?
towers
But we already used this
was
thing.
actually a dummy!
No, that's wrong.
I didn't want to use this one because we already used it before.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
By your own account?
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
By his own account?
we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
All moved too.
right up until that moment, we were disassembling
Yeah, it
Nekomaru's
looks
body
like.
at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Sonya. He's going Yandere mode. He's going Yandere mode. There's no way. There's no way he's being accused by Sonya with that face.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
Yeah, see the crosses? Well, the crosses on the samurai girl looks like the bamboo things, the bamboo swords that she used. But the camera girl, they are just like
It's
normal
alright.
crosses.
Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
Like the one of from this guy, it looks not any. I don't know. It doesn't look like anything. Oh, the killers have special ones. The killers have special ones.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
Ah, now it makes sense. The crosses being different.
I'm even more disappointed.
No, I don't understand. Wait, what? You are joking, right? Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button. It would be much more convenient for the killer if it's dead broken. That is disappointing.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
You're right, Krumi.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
No, the
Think of a
floor
device
moved.
like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
No, the floor moved. Huh? Huh? We've seen that? Oh no, we didn't see that. So many letters. I forgot how you are supposed to play this. Oh no. V. Fuck. It's appearing lots of L's. Maybe L is the first one. No. Elevator. Elevator? I mean, I'm getting the letters for elevator. But I'm not getting any E's. I'm getting an E! You're right! I need an E! No! Eleva? No! No. Eleva! Torde! Oh! You're right! Of course it is an elevator.
Talking about an elevator.
No, but the floor is the elevator. It doesn't teleport. It is an elevator.
What? Are you saying
That's
Nekomaru's
what I was
body
saying. The floor was
transported using
moving.
an
Of course it was
elevator?
moving. It's an elevator.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
The floor is the elevator. All of that is the elevator.
The tower itself.
Exactly.
The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
That's what I've been saying so long.
Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
I just don't understand why the doors have... One has a broken doorknob and the other one has the whole wires. What happened? Why?
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
But why does the elevator from one place to the other change 180 degrees? Is it because it changes the walls? It goes like from one wall and it goes to the other wall to be more confusing.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Makes sense.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Yep.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator,
Sonia, stop.
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back
'Cause
door
it's
when
a
you enter
fun
from Grape
house.
Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
To confuse us, 'cause it's a fun house.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
The doors don't change. The doors are there. They just don't open at all.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Well, I can't explain the chains.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Yeah, but they are different doors.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
They are different doors.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
Yes.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
Ooh.
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
You go, girl.
Why do we have to do
Okay.
that?
It's fine.
Let's
Come
go.
on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
It was actually on the floor. And what changed was on the wall. The things that didn't change, the ones that were on the floor. The things that did change, the ones that were on the wall. They all have in common, they were all on the floor.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
Exactly.
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
You confuse us.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Unique. Only the floor moves.
I see!
Yeah.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Yeah.
Only the floor moved?
Yep.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
Exactly.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Yeah.
Just for
That's what I
show.
said.
Why was something like that necessary?
To confuse us. It's a fun house.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Exactly. Thank you, Shiaki. You're so smart. Why am I not used in this moment?
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
You're welcome. That's actually a compliment for Monokuma.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Wait.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
That's the thing.
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
But why was the broken doorknob not working?
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
That's not gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door. There's a chain. Even if you fix the button, there's a chain.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
But the killer knew the secret? There's no way.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
No, they didn't know the truth. They thought we could enter, and they wanted to block the passage.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience.
Why?
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Okay.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly.
No, you're
There's still a
not!
contradiction concerning the building
Not!
structure.
Just go quickly. It's fine.
Bender, please proceed.
Are you seeing this?
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape
Oh.
House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
That's actually a good question. It goes
That
180,
elevator moves vertically.
but it doesn't move vertically. It goes 180 degrees.
Then, when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality?
You're only thinking that the elevator could move vertically.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when you're back. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
But that's exactly why it changes 180 degrees. You go from one side to the other. Maybe.
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
No!
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
Stop!
What does this mean?
The elevator is not vertically. It moves so slowly. We can't even know how it moves. Our back is facing. It's on the right, and here it's on the left. How can I break through the compass? The compass! The compass! Carnes for Yuhiko? Kazuichi? Kazuichi. It's Kazuichi.
The
Kazuichi.
two houses are connected vertically.
Kazuichi.
The elevator should move.
No, wait. Let me see what's Kazuichi accounts to be sure. No. It's not this one. Exactly! Exactly!
Vertically, not horizontally.
That's not right!
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
They're not!
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
Why are they completing each other?
This iron curtain of teamwork.
His face! It's not correct!
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Bam!
That's wrong.
Bam! What about this, huh?
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Come on.
you.
You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, that's pretty strange. I'm starting
You
to
have
think
the answer to
somehow the
contradict
compass
the
needle
crush
rotated
that it's
180
crushing you.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Yes.
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
See?
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
I said this.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
I knew it.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
And this is a fun house! Joke's on you, Fuyuhiko, like, bruh.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid...
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
Sure.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
Bro.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the
Out.
funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about
Okay.
the important stuff.
Now.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
True.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
The ultimate weapon is the truth?
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
The prize.
Oh my. I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means.
Nagito is so
solve
disappointed. Yeah,
this simple
he is.
mystery easily.
He is really disappointed. 8-sided
I
shape.
see.
An octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Bruh.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
The place befitting of the name Octagon. Under?
Crap!
The place befitting the octagon? There is none. On top? No.
Crap!
The place. None of them are octagons.
Crap!
But none of them are octagons.
Crap!
The elevator?
Crap! Crap!
I didn't understand. I literally tried every single place. I literally tried. I tried the elevator. I tried this. I tried outside, under, and on the side, and this and this. What do you? I'll just kill myself here.
Crap! We will never give up.
Yeah, we know. The place befitting the name Octagon. There's none! Use my head? But I already used my head! It's not this, it's not this, it's not this, it's not the elevator, it's not here, it's not under, it's not on top. Where do you want it to be? What am I missing? There's no other place! The clicker! The first floor? No! Do tell me! It's not the first, second, third. It's none of the floors. Tell me. Or give me a clue. I don't know. Press the green right underneath the top. Yeah. The green right underneath?
Here!
Huh?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
I have no excuse. I'm just dumb. What you want? I'm Sonia.
Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery.
But did the killer actually finish that?
And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
Nagito, I think you are really just overdoing yourself. I don't think the killer thought that far.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Well, who is the killer? Those are the real questions.
Hiya!
I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. I'm serious. Love more straightforward than I imagined. Stupid, fat, ugly. The perfect chest and attack, incorporating all the three of these words will be Suftatli.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Mon ami is a serious Stufatli.
We are going to save.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
This trial isn't about the killer, about Sonia being a simp. You're totally right.
I'm trying to force my... I'm up.
Let's see.
And just like I say...
Yep. How long will this trial be, though?
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Shiaki's dying.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Bro!
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Yep.
I mean, that's not what's important. The killer who used
What's
the building
important
structure.
is the killer who
like
used
who's
the building
Nekomaru's
structure.
murderer?
But
Yep.
is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon?
Yep.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Oh!
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Wholesomely sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
Where's Sonia simping?
Fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
Sure, I
Just so
can.
you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane, you're drooling waterfalls?
Nagito as usual. I can tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if
Anyway,
he's serious or not.
If the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How
True.
they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Yep. What's the cause of death? He was horribly damaged. If he was bitten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. What was Nekomaru's cause of death utilizing? Crushed by the elevator? Falling?
I see.
Falling!
I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
Falling!
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected,
But the door wouldn't open.
then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
No, shut up.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
On the corridor?
It might be possible in the tower.
Exactly.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the
How?
elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
But won't it?
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Sure.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Your gut. Where did the killer shove? Okay. Make your argument. Good night button, broken doorknob.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go
Contact.
through the door on the 4th floor.
Contact the elevator. What does it say? Both houses was broken, no longer worked. I don't think this is it.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Moving object!
Which means
Good
the
night,
elevator wouldn't
button?
have moved either.
Moving object?
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Moving object, as long as there is a moving object.
When the elevator is on the 1st, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from...
Then, after locking Nekomaru
Yay, I got
inside
an
the
achievement,
elevator,
did you see?
they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the...
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Bam!
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
Exactly.
Nekomaru wasn't moving inside. The elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Yes.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
Yes.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed it, right?
I see. So that's how...
No, I still don't understand.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
The rope? The rope on his feet?
There would have been no drop for him to fall.
That's
The
what I was
rope.
about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
The rope! It's a rope! Wire? Yeah, wire. Yeah, sure, wire. It's a wire. It's a wire! Oh.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Yes.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Do not think.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No, it's not.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
It's not the
What about
pillar.
the oil on the floor?
It's not the oil on
The
the
doorknob
floor.
on the floor seems suspicious.
It's not the doorknob.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to
The
say?
doorknob.
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
He's starting to enjoy it. The wire on the doorknob. The wire on the doorknob?
If you
Are
arrange
you
it a certain
serious?
way, You can cause the drop within the...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious. I agree with that.
Oh man.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that
Yeah.
wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
But he has parts. The part dismantled.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode, tied the tip of the wire into a knot, and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower, and suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung!
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to
How
his
will the
death.
killer know the identity of the...
Too easy.
Hello?
So what if they created a drop?
A drop.
There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. What if Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that? Then how do you get him to fall?
I mean, the doorknob goes like this? Or even their body part?
Because if he's suspended in midair,
What are my arguments? Wire, new looking hammer, pillar, radio, broken doorknob. I'm not sure.
even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode. If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself.
No, wait. Broken doorknob.
Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just
No, I
impossible.
know.
End of
I know,
story.
I know. No.
Damn it! Even if they suspended Nekomaru from, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him up. There's no way they could do that.
Woo! I'm doing it very good
It
now.
doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh, the fuck, no. No. No.
What? Nekomaru fell? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Ah.
Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have... If he was sleeping, there's no... Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru in is just impossible. End of story.
How the killer?
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to him. Now's the time, but in that case, you still
Because
won't be
over
able to
the
explain
pillar.
the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? What? Nekomaru
Ah,
should have still been in sleep. If he was
no.
sleeping. Now's the but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
What does the argument say?
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
No?
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
This has nothing to do with that. I'm sorry.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
I'm using them all now.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh! I understand! I understand!
Nekomaru fell on his own?
I understand!
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode.
The alarm clock!
Cut through
The
those
alarm clock! He wasn't actually sleeping.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
Damn.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Yeah.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Yeah.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Not really.
Well,
Doesn't
that's
matter.
Probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The reason she used my full power? Grabbing the doorknob with both hands, but it didn't budge with the whole force. That's the clue Nekomaru left us to find.
So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
The killer didn't believe it would come off because Nekomaru couldn't.
You finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Now he's the nurse.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too.
The pillar! Now it's the pillar time. The pillar time. He collided with the pillar. That's why the top of the pillar has blood and it fell.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar.
Yeah,
Isn't
because
that
of
it?
the position.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Yes.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Not necessarily.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Oh!
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
All the clocks changed. Fuyuhiko verified the time of every single clock.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai-Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
Our time is all wrong.
Yet another contradiction.
No.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. No, Fuyuhiko checked all the clocks. Yeah. Nagito knew this. Of course he knew this. Fuyuhiko's account. Wall clock. Radio clock. Wall clock, radio clock, Fuyuhiko's account. Wait. Fuyuhiko's account. Okay, no. Wall clock. The alarm. Fuyuhiko was in the lounge. Then rushed to the lounge, alerted by the sound. Radio clock. I don't know.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, the alarm for Nekomaru's
Nekomaru
chest
died
doesn't
because of that
change.
alarm, right? His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Yes.
Killer probably did some tampering.
Yes.
Probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No!
Gotta be it!
No, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way, because it's a radio clock. You can't mess up with it.
We headed for Grape before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7. Nekomaru died.
His time of death and one of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some They probably messed with the clock inside.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
All the other clocks were
So
messed
you're
with.
saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
No, he tampered with the clock, just not that one.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
Yes.
The clock inside Grape House?
And Strawberry
No.
House.
I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Yep.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Oh, he's corresponding! That the time was tempered. We must stop that human's testimony. We are not lying. He likes her back.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
I should dot the clock. You overlooked something? Oh, what did I overlook? Oh, logic dive. Okay. Whoa! My life is so small. Why is my life so small? Oh, the hell. Dun, dun, dun. I forgot the controls. I remember the controls. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building. Cuteness is true. Oh, this is going wild now. Next question. Which clock was tempered? The building's clock. There's no way they could tamper Nekomaru's radio clock. I'm getting a lot of things right on this trial, for once. Lol. Which house had the wrong? Both houses. Because the clocks were all the same. Yeah, but we already knew that. Yeah.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building.
Yeah.
Then
none
all
of the clocks had the wrong
of them are
time.
wrong.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
Yeah.
What? All the clocks?
Yep.
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Yep.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, How much was the time off?
How much? 2 hours or something. Fuyuhiko's account. Fuyuhiko's account. Or any account that actually saw him. Fuyuhiko's account.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock. The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
But you even know.
Problem is, what time
Yes.
would 7:30 be? In our time.
Fuyuhiko's account.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow
Yes.
that down?
Yes.
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
Yes.
It would have been a great clue.
Oh, fuck.
Or his scream.
No, he didn't
That's
scream.
tied to left.
Only Nekomaru's alarm was loud. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
But how much did it kill just at time?
If the time in the building was on, then we can only rely. The time of death was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that...
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
No?
Damn it!
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru.
Clock's alarm timer?
The time of death was clear.
Akane's account. Oh! It's her account!
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that...
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
I
Yes!
agree with that.
Akane heard.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell.
Was
Rumbling?
it that rumbling
I thought it
sound?
was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep.
Well,
Yes.
a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
You weren't the only one that didn't hear it.
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
But he didn't.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference,
Yeah, Nagito
we
didn't
might
hear
be
it
able
either.
to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
Yes, she's useful for once. Yeah, 2 hours.
I see.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
That's why Monokuma said that we all missed his Tai Chi stuff. That's why he said we all missed it. Because the clocks were all messed up. That's exactly why we all missed it. Now I
We were starting
understand.
pretty badly. Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
Yeah.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Because Nekomaru would be the only one that had the alarm for the exact same time. But Nekomaru woke up at 7 a.m. because Fuyuhiko saw him going away at 5. So if it is bad by 2 hours, if it is changed by 2 hours, then Nekomaru got up exactly and left at 7 a.m. That's why he was leaving. Now we understand.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
Yeah.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Also use the specific thing. Monokuma Saichi.
I see! That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
Yes, if only Nekomaru did
How
that.
did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time. That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
It was actually 7.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours...
Aw, thank you,
Kamisat.
Kamisat.
At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule. I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Yes.
He didn't even ask you yet.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it?
We got you, Monokuma.
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Yeah.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's spot?
No.
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
No.
That's not it! It's incorrect!
Stop!
That's definitely...
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
The number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Drastically decreased.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects?
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
The alarm!
Are you talking about that alarm?
The alarm!
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Huh? No! No! Nagito? I don't know. Who doesn't have a time? No. Nagito didn't hear it.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
But he isn't. It isn't him.
It's just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
No.
You
No.
didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
But Sonya didn't hear it either.
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide
No.
dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't.
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Yeah, Sonia didn't hear as well.
You're definitely fucking lying.
But you wouldn't say that Sonia is lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Chiaki?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Why?
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know.
The best rooms! The best rooms can't hear it?
Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common.
The best
and
rooms!
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The best rooms! The rooms! What's the name? How do... what's the name of it? No, 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 no. Oh, no. You guys know it. You guys know what I mean. I just don't know the word. It's what? Dream rooms? No? Deluxe! Deluxe! Deluxe rooms! Oh no. Deluxe. Oh no. No. Deluxe. No. Roll. Ah! No. Roll. M. Ah! Roll. Rooms.
I got it.
Deluxe rooms.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Deluxe room. Oh no, he said it. Deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. So insulation, pretty decent. Airflow, draft problem.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
It's soundproof.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve course student talent? Now then, you guys must understand
The
by
true
now,
identity
right?
of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
It is?
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand. No, I don't know. I don't know. Why is she like that? But he's also like that. It isn't them. Can I just say it is Akane for the fun? No, I lost. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. We know. Who's the killer? Who had the soundproof room too? It was Sonia. Well, but it could only be... But it wasn't Nagito. It wasn't the gamer girl, because she's our girl.
Crap!
No. 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 Nagito, Sonia? I don't know. I don't know who was the other one. No, it wasn't Chiaki. Who was the other one that had the room?
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
No. No. No.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that?
He was on the deluxe room. He couldn't have heard it.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night...
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I...
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while.
Yes.
Until the moment that'll... If you were in the lounge for that long...
Till the moment the alarm started ringing. We
Even
wouldn't
though
be able to come
Nekomaru's
back.
murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. I was in the lounge. So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
But he could pretend he was asleep.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
10.
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Damn.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Pika's mad.
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway.
Majority vote. But Sonia doesn't want him to die.
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Huh?
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully
What does he mean?
bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse.
Why are
from
you
poor
rushing
health.
it?
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
He did.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
We already did, Sonia.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
The beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
But then again, you have 4 divas of destruction. They could have destroyed it after.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
But you have 4 divas of
And
destruction.
what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
No, because Nagito did it. Nagito teleported.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge
Nagito
started to reach
teleported.
me.
No, no, no. That's wrong. That's wrong. Nagito teleported. Why isn't it here? Why isn't it here?
That elevator was the only means of travel between the 2 houses.
No, it wasn't.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
No. No. Where is it?
there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
No.
Would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
There is!
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
He has the 4 divas of destruction.
That elevator was the
Accomplice.
only means of travel between the two.
I only need the accomplice.
Plus, the Ella broken at Grape.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Why it didn't work?
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Why it didn't work?
that elevator, the only means of travel, as long as that your assumption
Plus, the Ella broken at Grape.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
It doesn't work!
There was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan
But
to
it
lecture
didn't
me?
work!
Why don't we stop this already?
It didn't work!
That
Wrong
elevator
bullet?
was
But it isn't a
the only
bullet
means of
when you
travel
have
between
that.
the two houses.
There's
As long
not
as
the
that
only
elevator
way.
is broken,
First of all, there's not the only
your
way.
assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was
No?
broken at Grape House.
There's not cutscene? No. Yukiko's account? Yellow, not blue? Huh?
Since I was at Strawberry House at that, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this?
Oh! Cause there is! There is! There is!
That
Only
elevator
way!
was the only means of
No, it wasn't!
No, that's wrong.
Woo!
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without.
Yes!
Such a method does not.
It
Why don't we
does
ask the
exist!
person who actually used that method?
Exactly! Oh, come here, Nagito. Be useful for once.
You're the only one.
Nagito, you should know.
What are you
Don't play
talking
dumb.
about?
You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method.
I
There's a
teleported.
secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Now it makes sense.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they
He
used that
passed
secret
through
passage,
it?
they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Yukiko, stop.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final?
There's no way.
That is merely an illusion you have
Fabricated by your own suspicion.
There's no way I.
Don't.
Stop! Wire, good night. Radio clock, broken doorknobs.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes.
Why can't
Provided you
I?
use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Why can't I?
I can't back down!
Duel. Why is this supposed to work?
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes. Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you
Ah,
to
this
the
is so
deities?
confusing. Stop.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down! I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Following strides provide evidence that the killer went to the Octagon.
Know the...
I have? Oh, what is it?
You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Radio clock?
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You
Broken
say the killer
doorknob?
went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion,
No.
please pray to the key which dwells in the light. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur!
Which one is it?
At least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Damn it!
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved the secret passage exists.
I don't understand.
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur!
The wire! The
You
wire!
want to drown in the maelstrom of blind...
Allow me to cut through
The
those hooks.
wire! It was a weapon used.
The wire, the hammer that looked like the weapon.
The
Those are all
chain.
the items that weren't in Funhouse.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
There you go.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Yep.
It seems
He's dying.
this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case, but there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going
You're
to
on
end
my
this
B-reel
right
right now.
now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place.
Tanya has a
Also,
B-reel.
The button in Strawberry Hall
Yes,
wasn't
sir.
broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Huh?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this,
Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Oh, poor baby. He had so much effort.
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Oh, come on.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
Well, exactly. She's not understanding.
It appears I cannot finish just yet.
Give us a comic
Maybe
book
I'm just a
name.
human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet.
Sure.
I cannot finish!
That's what she said.
What do you...
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumption!
Are you saying you still have more?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
But you have had the four devils of destruction.
Just as I thought.
Oh, damn,
Truly
Bethany.
frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want...
Sure, that's wrong.
Such a wonderful ride.
I cannot say that I'm
Listen
satisfied.
well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power.
And that's
You
for
must
the
provide
other.
a reason that will persuade that human.
Sure.
You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I'll provide an argument. Panic talk. Oh no. Oh no.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David
I forgot
prophesied!
how this
I
was
won't let
made.
you!
I forgot
For the
how this
Tanaka
was made.
Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver!
I forgot how you were supposed to make this.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire!
0 star.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
No!
Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think
The
I can get
4
behind him
dark
so easily?
devils.
This is the end!
Bam! The 4 dark devils of destruction.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
The 4 devils of destruction. Huh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
It's not his hamsters, it's his 4 devils of destruction.
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Right? You did?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now,
Okay.
trample this life. Pull the curtain strings of this world.
Yeah. Oh, so I do have a book. Sure. Who set the lounge clock? Yes. Who was in the lounge already this early in the morning? What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Yes. Bam! He enters it. He was already there. He fought it. Nekomaru's weaknesses. The button. The wire wrapped on Nekomaru's feet. The killer destroyed. What did the killer destroy after leaving the tower? This? Okay. Who was in the lounge this early in the morning? No. Nekomaru's weaknesses. Wire wrapped about around Nek. No. This image is here. It can't be that. The fake weapon left. Who gathered at the lounge? No. How did Nekomaru fail? I woke up. Who gathered at the lounge? Okay, let's come. Who was in the lounge early this morning? There's not Fuyuhiko there. Nekomaru's weakness. This. Wire wrapped on Nekomaru's feet. Also on the doorknob. Last talk. Fuyuhiko can't sleep. Who gathered at the lounge? Them.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
So we actually have our thing.
Let's first
Even
go
if
over the main tricks
Nagito
they
tried to
before
stop.
they committed the crime.
He did say it was long though.
First,
Okay.
they
Destroyed the contact
separator,
elevator.
Nagito and the others
Separated the houses.
Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
Yep.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House Lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room.
So he actually did the Russian roulette.
This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building.
So he knew all along.
On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason.
What do you mean, some random dude?
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru.
Looks like Fuyuhiko is on the toilet on that image.
According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
With the power of hamsters. Have you ever thought you were able to hear that in your life?
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall.
Makes sense.
They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from
He
the wire.
saw Nekomaru's body falling?
The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30.
Okay, for you.
Actually, 7:30.
The other guys.
To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Damn.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Damn. Splendid.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Damn. Don't shove a bee on my face.
This
This result isn't all exciting.
Now then. Please pull the lever
in front of you and cast.
chosen as please crap.
Yeah, we know. But why? Yeah, Sonya not dead. Feel bad if I break my tongue again. Judging from the results, you were correct once again. One who killed robotic Nekomaru was Gunham.
Nice!
Without spilling my tongue.
Now then.
Let's do the execution and get hold already. We can't finish until we hear from Gunham. No matter what he says won't change a thing. Have no right to stop you either.
Fall.
Why do you want to talk with someone who has lost? It would just be unnecessary to me to say something. Shall correct one thing.
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. It's a great mistake.
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight, that is no mistake, and because he fought, he lost and died.
This, too, must be the will
He was
of
just trying to
causality.
clinch to life. There are many ways he could have done so. He did not allow that. Shall
Let's
reveal.
make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the fun house and divided the killing plan utilizing that secret. Tamping the clocks in the building, I decided to lure Nekomaru to the tower, and this is what happened. Nekomaru were alone, standing face to face. Except much from Nekomaru, he senses my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. We ourselves had a stare down. If he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help, not turn his back on me. He chose to fight that risked life and death.
That is...
Let me
He
tell
was serious
you
too.
this.
He gave it all and tried to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole
Could it
thing.
be?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent.
As
The
expected.
scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere! And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I do not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until we finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. You're telling us just to wait until we starve to death. I'd rather have that happen to us. Hajime Hinata, than have our friends kill each other. Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall, my
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had dominated the feeling of abandonment. Nothing is born from resignation. That's the reason to give up.
You will die!
That's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
We've all heard of the term dog eats dog.
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
It's a world I will consider the justest, and I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards
I
life.
renounce
It's
you!
a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. Are you saying all that just to justify what you did? Sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Fine.
The man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That's why he challenged me to our battle. I've already said I do not intend to force my violence upon you fools. I have betrayed you all, that's an absolute truth.
Fall.
Even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That's why you committed your crime.
You...
What about the final death room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
I did it once, but compared to the battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
Well?
After listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? Can't believe you would ask such foolish questions.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
The history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all the mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of the
Fade like dust in the wind.
Yeah, I understand. Is that it? Then I'll leave it like that. It's time for the fun starter. Let's begin, Monokuma.
Please wait.
This is too
I
much.
beg of you.
Help Gunham. Miss Sonia.
I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gunham.
Fine.
I do not mind, however.
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness.
I have no idea, Yato.
That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage.
Will he give his four dark
fearful of
devas of
nothing,
destruction to Sonia?
daunted by nothing.
Or will they die with him?
Let us laugh uproariously. That is Gundam Tanaka.
I shall
stick with my evil until the very end. Open sesame pandemonium. I shall fill hell with true hell.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Of course. Gunham Tanaka's temper? What? Oh, his babies! His babies! It's real? Papa. What? They're taking him to heaven. No, his place is in hell. Didn't he say so? The meme. No. Spirit. Don't give up on life. I don't know.
Damn it.
So pissed off.
Damn it! The worst.
Why am I so weak?
Oh,
Still gotta do our very
you are
best.
right. You are right.
Gunham will most clearly. She's crying! And I presume he'll very cross with us. I shouldn't stand this. We have to finish this for the sake of our friends who died. Move forward, live. We cannot allow that.
Hey!
It's over.
Wait!
How long is it going
Now
to
then.
continue? Feeling down for so long. Let's hurry up and eat some food. That mood shift is too
Like
fast.
that.
Sorry, means to live. She was crying! She was crying!
Hey, hey. Right?
Do our very best again. Yeah. The optimism is only superficial. He wasn't there? The only thing... Nagito. Nagito disappeared. I'm definitely lucky. Simple game of Russian roulette. I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else too. No one could tell I was lying. There's no way this file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
Guess they were too busy with other matters. They reached their limits. I was saved. To get too complicated, they found out.
damn it.
They should have never been forgiven. Because
It's obvious.
I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma, up!
Now then.
Thanks for
What's
coming.
this?
Lonely
What's the
Nagito.
matter? Hmm?
Perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well. Fortunately, I haven't learned that yet. Final showdown, taking a little bit more time.
Hello.
Why did you summon me?
Hey.
There's something I really need to ask you. About the special prize?
Hmm?
There was information about 16 people. Isn't that weird?
Say what?
You don't even know?
There's a traitor from the Future Foundation, right? Including that person, the total student should have been 16.
Isn't that right?
Files containing documents that were created at Hope
Of
Academy.
course.
I just reused the substance from the former headmaster. Was that person also a former student of Hope Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? What's this you're doing? This slip false information. You're trying to keep us from learning who the traitor identity.
Hmm?
What's wrong with that? If it is my job to heat things up, is it okay if I do something small like that, right? Oh. By obtaining this information.
Well,
that's not my
right.
point. Already know who the traitor is.
Hmm? You're getting all riled up.
I knew all along. Why do you think I ignored it on purpose? Just like Monomi after losing her magic stick. Means absolutely nothing to me.
No, no.
Just how I feel.
Shing!
That person is the evil Future Foundation elects. Lucky. Who put you guys through this awful stuff. Didn't come here to fight or anything. Came here to offer my cooperation?
Huh?
Hey.
Fill everyone with despair. Why don't you intentionally let the traitor do as they please?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate
Right.
somewhat. I want to know who the traitor is.
No, no, no.
Big no.
Unbelievable.
Everyone in the group feel despair, includes you too.
Hmm.
Wouldn't be able to handle the sadness if you betrayed me later on.
You're right.
My core will never change. In order to create absolute halt. You're a true believer of hope. Reminds me of that person for some reason. I know what you're talking about. They must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
Just as unlucky.
Wow.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
You don't know?
When you say that, coming across such much despair is rather a rare opportunity. I can't rely on anyone. One who be the one who does it. Eliminate despair of this island. I'll become the true hope. The existence that could be called the ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You remind me of him.
See?
What are you waiting for on this island?
Hey.
Answer my question! Wouldn't that be exciting? We'll end the stream now. Someone... Who do I think is a traitor? Maybe Nagito himself is a traitor, honestly. No idea. Who's the traitor? Bro, the traitor was Byakuga. Of course. Because that's no way that's him. To be continued. We got a present! But it's not the main character. Yeah. We are going to stop now. Oh man. What a trial. What a trial. Well, my predictions were wrong though. It wasn't nor Akane nor Sonya, but it was Sonya's crush, so does mean something. Still putting no respect on my man's name. No. I respect Byakuga very much. That is just not Byakuga. That one is just not Byakuga. But I respect Byakuga very much. The true one. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. We'll see each other on Friday on the Genshin Impact stream. And thank you all for participating on chat. Thank you for all the patrons that support me. It's been such a help, honestly. I haven't been posting that much, but I always remember you guys there, so don't worry. I don't respect. I respect the original one. You should have seen me play the first game. Just unfortunate that I already done it. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. And now I'll eat. Actually, I'll make the dinner. I should have ended the stream long ago, but life. Not me regretting. Anyways, bye. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.